Alrighty. We're all set to go. Oh, that's my foot. That's not. You guys aren't supposed to see my. Got the rubber match because the Mariners actually won a game yesterday. Finally, thank the Lord. In extra innings over the New York Yankees, 2-1 on a J.P. Crawford walk-off single on the left field line. So Mariners looking to get back on track and maybe win a series today. J.P. Crawford was a late scratch in today's lineup for some reason. No word as to why yet. And Bryce Miller went on the IL today, 15-day IL for right elbow inflammation. So, yeah, things just keep getting worse injury-wise, especially for the Mariners' rotation. George Kirby should hopefully be coming back within the next couple of weeks or so. And Logan Gilbert hopefully should be back relatively soon, as he was placed on the 15-day IL not too long ago, actually. But I guess we'll see how that goes. I want to make sure we're actually, yeah, we should be live. Yeah, we're live. That's good. Just making sure. The roof is closed at T-Mobile Park today. Okay. You don't see that very often. Oh, I mean, well, sometimes. Luis Castillo on the mound for the Mariners today. So hopefully he can get back on track after a rough start last time he was up, if I remember correctly, against the Blue Jays. Yeah, in game one of the Blue Jays series where he got shelled for 5 runs, all of them earned. Luis Castillo, nice start. 3-3 record with a 3.95 ERA, 43 and a third innings pitched, giving up 4 home runs, 18 walks, and 33 Ks. His velocity's been really down as of late, making it easier to hit for opposing hitters. So hopefully he can get that velo back up to what he's used to, or at least what people are used to seeing from Luis Castillo. Maybe it's because of his age, because maybe he's getting older, but could be injury-ish related, which has been a bit of an issue. I think we're all set to go here in Seattle. And we're all set. Here comes the center fielder, Trent Grisham, to lead off. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Fastball, bottom of the zone, gets the strike. Trent Grisham homered twice in game number 1. Both solo shots off Emerson Hancock, and the 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner, strike 2. 94 on the outer half of the plate. And Grisham calls time early for falling behind quickly 0-2. Steps back in the batter's box. Mariners looking to get back on track, win a series, and the 0-2 pitch is just a touch low. The slider misses down. It's now 1-2. And the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. Grisham stays alive. Slider down and in. But Grisham gets a piece of it. And the 1-2. Upstairs. Count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Castillo's four-seam velocity has gone down quite a bit lately, a couple miles per hour. It's usually up in the 97, 98. Now it's in like 94, 95. And the 2-2 pitches swung it out to center field. Julio going well back to the track, to the wall. He leaps, and he made the catch. Julio robs a home run from Trent Grisham, and that's a loud first out in the ballgame. Grisham got one just past Julio game 1 of this series, but Julio gets him back. Julio wasn't letting that one get out. Crap on my chair. Julio's fired up about that one. Full extension across his body, over the yellow line into the fan seats in the beer garden, pretty much in the outfield. And here comes first baseman Ben Rice. First pitch to him is swung on, fouled back, strike 1. That's how you start a ball game. And the 0-1, just a touch low. Rice thought about it, but didn't offer. Crowd loved that home run robbery. The 1-1 is swing and a miss, a slider at the knees. Ben Rice now falls behind 1-2. What an incredible! That's going to be a highlight reel for the week. You best believe that. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Castillo gets Ben Rice with a slider, his first K of the day, 2 down. So here comes Aaron Judge. Had a couple of hits last night. Or 1 for 4, with a walk. The first pitch to Judge is just outside. Slider down and away. Aaron Judge had an interesting day yesterday. Only 1 hit with a walk, but then he ended up getting a couple of strikeouts. Made him kind of look a little silly out there. The 1-0 to Judge on the outside corner for a strike. Slider just maybe a touch off the plate, but he gets the call. So a ball and a strike now to Judge. Easily the best hitter in baseball right now in terms of just pure average and power. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. The changeup gets him swinging low. Now 1-2. And the 1-2 to Judge. Down and away. Judge DHing today, usually playing in right field, but having a little bit of a day off defensively. With Cody Bellinger now on deck. And the 2-2. Swinging a line drive just over Leo Rivas for a base hit. Dumps in front of Randy Arozarena, and Judge just barely gets it over for a 2-out single. So Judge is aboard early. A little bit of a broken bat. Just that long swing. Judge with his absolutely massive frame, able just to reach all the way over and shoot it into left field. Rivas just not tall enough to get there. Good effort by him, though. But J.P. Crawford was a little bit late scratch. And here's Cody Bellinger, I believe, playing left field today. First pitch to him is well down and in for ball one. Bellinger batting .229 with 5 home runs and 21 RBI on the season so far. Newly acquired Yankee this year. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive down the right field line for a base hit. That's going to be extra bases. Leody Taveras fields it cleanly. Judge races for third, and he's going to stop there, and it's a 2-out double. And the Yankees have 2 men on in scoring position for Anthony Volpe. Mariners have been having a lot of issues getting guys out with 2 outs. They've been having trouble getting that third and final out to escape trouble, and it's looking like one of those innings right now. And so far, Castillo's been hit hard. Of course, that home run robbery was very, very hard hit. And then 2 relatively hard hit singles, and Volpe swings and misses at the first pitch. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Volpe batting .240. Everyday shortstop for the Yankees. Had a go-ahead single/error in last night's game. Not go-ahead, a tying one. And the 1-0 is, or the 0-1, sorry, is outside. Now 1-1. My dog's barking. Yeah, Volpe put the ball in play, and Dylan Moore threw wide of the home plate, which ended up tying the game in the 9th at 1, but Mariners ended up winning in 11, 2-1, and the 1-1 in there for a strike. Slider locked him up. It's 1-2. Mariners would love to get out of this with no damage, and Castillo's a strike away from doing just that. The 1-2, just a touch inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Volpe. Four-seamer kind of ran in on him with Jason Dominguez on deck. Switch hitting outfielder. 2 to Volpe. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Some high fastball gets Volpe swinging, and Luis Castillo gets out of an early jam. And some flashy defense out. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Wait to get out of it. So here's how the Mariners lineup's looking to start. Miles Mastrobuoni's going to lead off at second base today. Polanco DHing batting second. Julio in the 3-hole in center field, of course. Cal Raleigh doing the catching, batting cleanup. Randy Rosarena in left, batting fifth. Tellez at first base, batting sixth. And then 7, 8, 9 go right fielder Leody Taveras, third baseman Ben Williamson, and shortstop Leo Rivas. And here's Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees, his 9th start of the game. 9th start of the year so far of the game. 2-2 record, 4.75 ERA, 36 innings pitched, 4 home runs allowed, 16 walks, 41 Ks, a .237 average against. Has a good changeup and a slider, as well as that fastball, which is always a good put-away pitch. Mariners looking to win the final game of this series and take the series as a whole after they won yesterday and lost Game 1. So here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. First pitch to Mastrobuoni on the inside corner for a strike. Looked like it was just a touch inside off the plate, but Warren gets the call. And the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. Fastball center cut. As Mastrobuoni calls time. Much like the first at bat for the Yankees, Trent Grisham quickly fell behind after 2 fastballs and calls for time, and so does Mastrobuoni. The 0-2 bounces in the dirt, curveball that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees had some traffic in the top of the first inning, but Luis Castillo was able to escape it after Julio robbed a home run and then a couple of strikeouts. And the 1-2 to Mastrobuoni. Swinging a foul. Was just able to get a piece of that curveball in the dirt. Stays alive, 1-2. Mastrobuoni came in as a pinch hitter yesterday to advance the runner and Mitch Garver to third base in the bottom of the 10th inning, which Garver did not end up coming around to score, but it worked out for the Mariners as they won in 11 innings. 2-1. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive into center field, and Grisham makes the catch. It hung up just a little bit for him, 1 down. Fly out to center field, much easier than Grisham's fly out to Julio, at least defensively wise. Yeah, it's cool seeing Julio grab that home run. Here comes Jorge Polanco, homered in Game 1 of this series, his 10th of the year. First pitch to him is at the knees for a strike. Fastball. Finds the zone. Polanco DHing today, usually second baseman. He was actually our starting third baseman to start the year, but he's been DHing due to a little bit of injury issues, and the 0-1 is in the dirt. The changeup kind of gets away from Warren. Count evens up. Instead of Austin Wells catching it, it's J.C. Escara. Had a walk-off sacrifice fly against the Padres this past weekend. His first walk-off RBI of his, so far, relatively short career, and the 1-1. Of a changeup in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Jorge Polanco. He's up ahead. The 2-1 to Polanco. Swing and a miss. That sweeper really fooled him as it started on the outer half of the plate, then ran back inside. You would think with a sweeper like that, it would end up over the middle of the plate and you would nuke it, but had a lot of break on it. Jorge Polanco came in as a pinch hitter in last night's game as well. Don't think he got any hits, though. It's a very, it was a pitching game yesterday. The 2-2. Swinging a chopper foul. Curveball nearly clips the zone, but too close to take for Jorge Polanco. And the 2-2 to Polanco. Down in the dirt again. Good take. Granted, that was in the dirt. So the count now draws full. Payoff pitch to Polanco. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt gets him swinging. First strikeout for Warren. And Polanco is down swinging. So here comes Julio. Julio homered in Game 1 and just took one away from Trent Grisham a solid half inning ago. Julio gave them, well, he didn't give the Mariners the lead, but he scored the go-ahead RBI, go-ahead run in last night's game as he fouls off a middle sinker. After Cal Raleigh banged one off the center field wall, and Julio went from first to home, which gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead all the way up until the top of the 9th inning, where the Yankees were able to plate their lone run of the game. And the 0-1 to Julio in there for a strike, another sinker that time. Relatively center cuts, now quickly 0-2 to the all-star center fielder. Julio wearing a lot of pink gear today. The 0-2. Sweeper misses well away. purpose pitch there from Warren, trying to get him to maybe offer at it, see if he would, but it's only ball one. Julio wearing a lot of pink gear, an elbow guard, a hand guard, a foot guard, a shin guard. The 1-2. Another sweeper down and away. Julio doesn't offer at that one. Count now evens up to 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball a little up and away. Gets Julio to swing and miss. And 2 strikeouts for Warren in the inning. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. We go to the top of the second. All scoreless. I want to hear Dave Sims getting trolled on that home run robbery. So here comes Jason Dominguez. Switch hitting outfielder for the Yankees today. First pitch to him is just missing down and in. Fastball misses the corner. So a ball and no strikes to Jason Dominguez. 5 home runs on the year. 3 of them came on this last road trip, or this road trip, I should say, down in Sacramento in just one of those games. As the next pitch misses away, another fastball, 2-0. So Jason Dominguez doubled and then some his home run total in one game in the 2-0. It's just on the outside corner. Kind of ran away from him, but it's called a strike. It was just off the plate by the little virtual strike zone. But Castillo gets the call, so I'll be grateful. And the 2-1. Swinging a pop-up into foul ground. Cal off with a mask, and it goes into the seats for a foul ball. Castillo, 22 pitches in the first inning. A little taxing, all things considered, but was able to get out of it clean after giving up 2 hits with 2 outs. And the 2-2 to Dominguez. Swinging a pop-up, and this one's going to stay on the infield. Ben Williamson calls for it, makes the catch right in front of Cal Raleigh in the catcher's home plate mound. What the hell am I talking about? His one out. Right in front of the mound and home plate, and here comes DJ LeMahieu making his first start in almost a year. So good to see him back in the lineup after coming back from injury. Making his first true at-bat. This actually made his first at-bat of the season last night in extra innings. But here's his first at-bat in regulation. Making the start at third base, I believe. First pitch to LeMahieu is swinging a foul tip into the glove of Cal Raleigh. Strike one. 96 on the fastball. That was a lively fastball. The 0-1. Swinging a foul. 97 top rail. Quickly 0-2 to LeMahieu. Just coming off of rehab from a injury sustained. The 0-2 is well upstairs. Easy take for LeMahieu. It's 1-2. So 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Yankees order. Jason Dominguez, number 6, he got sat down. The 1-2 is swinging a ground ball right to Williamson. Backhands it. Strong throw into first in time. Good play. 2 down. Nice defensive play by Williamson, able to backhand it on the sharp ground ball. So here comes J.C. Escara doing the catching today. Left-handed batter. First pitch to him is shot up the middle, but right at Julio. Makes a little bit of a leaping catch. Short hop catch. At a 1-2-3 inning for the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. We are still scoreless. Quick inning for Castillo. I'm so excited for the NFL schedule to drop. You guys have no idea. I know a lot of teams that we're going to be playing, or at least I know which game. I know what games we're going to be playing. There's been a bunch of leaks, but the official full schedule drops tonight. So I'm really looking forward to it. Seahawks will be starting off in week 1 against the 49ers in Seattle. Very much looking forward to that. So here come the Mariners in the bottom of the second inning. Yankees have 2 hits so far. Both came with 2 outs in the first. None of them came around to score. An Aaron Judge single and a Cody Bellinger double. And here comes Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh gave the RBI double in yesterday's game, which gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead for most of the game. And the first pitch to Cal is swinging a foul. Fastball at 93. The 0-1 to Cal. Outside. Fastball that time misses away. Cal, of course, the switch-hitting all-star catcher. He better be an all-star this year at least. Batting from his left side. 13 home runs in the year so far. The 1-1. Outside again. Changeup misses away. It's 2-1. Cal once had the major league lead in home runs for quite a little bit, but hasn't homered in a little bit. As the next pitch is a changeup down, 3-1. Randy Arozarena on deck. You can see him on screen. He's that close. You can see him in his homemade on deck circle on the infield grass, or just behind home plate, I should say. The 3-1. Sweeper gets in there. That sweeper has some break. It's now a full count. Cal took it. So far, Cal has taken every single pitch minus the first pitch he saw when he fouled off the fastball. That sweeper kind of starts on the very outside and works its way back in and kind of drops itself in. Really nasty pitch overall. Payoff pitch to Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Curveball dies on him, and Cal Raleigh is down swinging. Third strikeout in a row for Will Warren against Mariners hitters. So here comes Randy Arozarena. Had his on-base streak of 33 games snapped last night, if I'm not mistaken, which was the second longest in all of baseball. First pitch to Randy, outside corner for a strike. Randy Arozarena, 5 home runs with 20 RBI in the season so far, batting .239. Acquired in the trade last year with the Tampa Bay Rays at the trade deadline, so middle of the summer in the 0-1. Swinging a foul off his hands. Quickly 0-2 to Arozarena. Rowdy Tellez on deck. Playing first base today for the Mariners. Came in as a pinch hitter last night. And Rowdy Tellez, the 0-2 is sweeper away. That's going to be a really important pitch to watch out for from Will Warren. That sweeper away to right-handed hitters. It really depends on where that pitch starts when he initially throws it. 1-2 to Randy. Another sweeper that time. Misses low and away once again. Count evens up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. You kind of want to get to Warren's pitch count here, just like how they did Max Fried, having really lengthy at-bats, even though they only gave him 1 run. Almost gave him his first loss of the year, but of course the game went to extras and the 2-2. Sweeper down and away once again. A good take by Randy, able to lay off 3 straight sweepers. Full count now to Arozarena. Payoff pitch to Randy. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Fastball gets them looking, and that's 4 strikeouts in a row. Now here goes. I can't talk. Here comes Rowdy Tellez. Seems like Randy Arozarena knew it when he took that last pitch to strike out. First pitch to Rowdy is up and away. Fastball. Rowdy batting .191 under the Mendoza line, but 6 home runs and 19 RBI. He can put the ball in play, but the 1-0 is sweeper at the knees. Count evens up. I mean, Rowdy has his fair share of long balls. 4 of them came against the Toronto Blue Jays. And then 1 in Sacramento. And 1-1. And then also 1 against the Rangers, if I'm not mistaken. So 2-1 now to Rowdy Tellez. Warren at 32 pitches now, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. That changeup just drops off the table for him. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the big fella Rowdy Tellez. Mariners in danger of striking out for the 5th straight bat. Would it be 5th straight? 6th straight. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him swinging a curveball down and away. 5th straight strikeout. Yeah, 5th straight. We go to the top of the 3rd. We are scoreless. Ooh. Texans at Seahawks, Week 7 Monday Night Football. That's going to be a fun one. So here come the Yankees in the top of the third. First pitch is lined into right field for a base hit over the second baseman Mastroboni by Verbit Vivas. Leadoff single. Lead off the top of the third. Yankees' third hit of the day. Here comes the top of the order. Trent Grisham got robbed by Julio his first time up for the first out of the ball game. And now here he comes with a man on and nobody out. First pitch to Grisham, outside. Fastball misses away. Castillo's 7th start against the Yankees. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. A changeup on the lower outside corner. Locked him up there. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip at 96. So 1-2 now to Trent Grisham. Check over to first. Ooh, that was a little close. Vivas gets back in time, though. Would love to get Grisham here. And bring up Ben Rice. And the 1-2 to Grisham. Slider inside. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ben Rice on deck, starting at first base. Was DHing last night. So 2 straight left-handed batters. And then you get to Aaron Judge. Assuming he's able to come up. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Locked him up with a slider on the inside corner. Grisham is down looking. 1 out. Good pitch by Castillo. 3rd strikeout. Grisham isn't too pleased about it. But it's a good call. Kind of just looked like a changeup almost. Or maybe even a cutter. But it was a really slow cutter. Had very little break on it. One of those ones where you wish you could have just had back. Here comes Ben Rice with 1 out and 1 on. Aaron Judge on deck. Should Ben Rice do anything but ground into a double play. First pitch to Ben Rice is lined up the middle for a base hit. Julio is up with the ball. Sharp turnaround second by Vivas, but he stays at second. And runners on first and second for Aaron Judge. Not the spot you want to be if you're in front of Aaron Judge. Just kind of a soft liner over Leo Rivas. Vivas thought about going to third. I would have liked for him to do that. But here comes the Judge. 1 for 1 with a single. With 2 outs back in the first. Most dangerous hitter in all of baseball right now. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider he's early on. Would love to get a ground ball here. Cody Bellinger on deck. He doubled his first time up. Back in the first and the 0-1. Checks his swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Able to hold up his swing on a slider outside. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. If I'm not mistaken, Judge is 6'7", 6'7". Really big frame, but also a really tall strike zone. 1-1. Down and in. Change up. He was able to lay off of. I guess Aaron Judge, according to the Yankees broadcast, has reached in every single home game thus far this season, including all 3 games here this series. 2-1 pickoff to the throw to second base is not in time. Count still 2 balls and 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Fans on their phones recording behind home plate for obvious reasons. The 2-1. Just low. Slider misses low. Judge doesn't go after it. It's 3 balls and a strike. There is a base open, but do you want the bases loaded for Cody Bellinger, who doubled his last time up on, I believe, the first pitch he saw, or maybe second pitch. The 3-1. Swing and a miss at ball 4. So now it's 3-2. A slider down and away gets him chasing. Now Castillo with an opportunity. Judge obviously thinking fastball on the 3-1 count. Guesses wrong. Swings anyway. It's 3-2. And Judge will call for time. Trying to get Castillo out of his rhythm. And the payoff to Judge. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He challenged him with the fastball down the middle, and he foul tips into Cal Raleigh's glove. 2 down. That's a big out right there. Gave Judge the perfect pitch to offer at, and Judge just missed it. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Arguably a little more dangerous considering he's a left-handed batter. He doubled in the first inning. First pitch, swing and a miss. Or foul tip that time. Strike 1 nonetheless. Two on and 2 outs for Cody Bellinger. The 0-1. Up and away, fastball. Count evens up now. Bellinger currently on a 10-game hitting streak, including today, after his first inning double. The 1-1. Inside, fastball. Bellinger is now ahead 2-1. The 2-1 to Bellinger is fouled away. Changeup at the knees. Count is now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fix my posture here. Dangerous batter at the plate here for the Yankees. Mariners looking to be out of it. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He challenges him with a heater, and he gets him swinging. Luis Castillo strikes out Judge and Bellinger, and he leaves 2 men on with the dangerous rotation. Dangerous lineup. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless. What a job by Luis Castillo. So here comes Will Warren back out in the bottom of the third inning for the Yankees. Mariners still looking for their first base runner of the day, as Leo Taveras leads off, the right fielder. Scored the winning run yesterday. First pitch swinging, goes over to the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and he throws it wide. And Taveras is safe, but he collides with Ben Rice at first base, and he's down, but he's going to reach base. Taveras is kind of just sitting up right now. Training staff comes out for the Mariners, take a look at him, make sure everything's all right. It was a first pitch swing, ground ball to LeMahieu. And Ben Rice and Will Warren were both going to cover first base, and it was kind of miscommunication there by the looks of it, and he threw it right between them. So I don't know. I think that might be an infield hit. It's going to be a hit or an error, of course. Hopefully it's a hit, so the Mariners will get a hit on the board, and Leo Taveras will up his batting average. But Taveras and Ben Rice collided, and Taveras took the brunt of that. Okay, so it is an error on the throw by DJ LeMahieu, who threw between the pitcher and the first baseman. That's been a big thing about the Yankees, where if you put the ball in play, they'll probably mess it up themselves. And here comes Ben Williamson. So Mariners have their first base runner, in any case, and Ben Williamson batting in the 8-hole now is up for the Mariners. First pitch to Williamson is down and in. Sinker misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Ben Williamson's been kind of struggling. He started off pretty hot, but he has been struggling a little bit lately, especially offensively. He did have a home run robbed from him in Game 1 of the Toronto series by Dalton Varsho, and the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Sinker on the outer edge. Taveras at first, he seems to be all right overall. The 1-1. Sweeper down and away. Williamson able to lay off of it. He's been having trouble with those down and away breaking balls, but recognize that one. So now 2 balls and a strike to the rookie third baseman. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away gets him chasing. Of course, right on cue after I say it was good on him to lay off of it. And of course, as I mentioned, his struggles against those down and away breaking balls. So now 2-2 to the young hitter Williamson. 2023 first-round draft pick, I believe. Maybe not. The 2-2 pitch is taken low. A sinker. Count now draws full, but he was a 2023 draft pick by the Seattle Mariners. Had the fortune of being able to see him play for the Modesto Nuts, which is the current team that I work for, the Mariners' low A minor league affiliate. 3-2 to Williamson. Strike 3 called. It looked a touch low, but Warren gets the call. 6th strikeout for the Mariners today. And looks like J.C. Oscar was able to bring that pitch back up. That's a tough call right there. Here comes Leo Rivas. A late addition to the lineup, switch hitting, playing shortstop. Pickoff throw to first base is not in time. Of course, J.P. Crawford scratched from the lineup today for some reason. No current word yet, to my knowledge. First pitch to Rivas shows bunt, and it's low. As Ascara, the catcher, drops the ball, but keeps it in front of him. No advancement from Leo Taveras. Rivas usually coming in as a pinch hitter late in ball games, or a pinch runner late in ball games as well. Getting his first start in quite a while. 1-0 is just outside, but called a strike. Another tough call by the home plate umpire against the Mariners hitter. Excuse me. The 1-1 to Rivas, well outside. Four-seamer ran away from Warren a little bit. Ascara, the catcher, had to really react to it quickly. Miles Mastrobuoni, the leadoff man on deck for the Mariners. Initially was batting 8th, but after JP was scratched, he moved up to the leadoff spot. 2-1. Down and inside, 3-1. Had it not been for that missed ball call, I should say, called a strike, Leo would be on base with 4 pitches, but unfortunately that's not the case. And maybe even Ben Williamson would be on it had the bases loaded. 2 calls not going the Mariners' way on called strikes. 3-1. Swinging a line drive into right field for a base hit. Rivas gets on base. First hit for the Mariners today. Leote checks into second base. And the lineup card now turns over for the Mariners. Is my stream up? Everything okay? Just making sure. So now here comes the Yankees pitching coach coming out. I think we're good. Matt Blake, the pitching coach for the Yankees, walking back to the dugout. Infield going back to their spots, and the Mariners have an opportunity here with 1 out. Miles lined out to center field. The center fielder, Trent Grisham, his first time up. It's a good swing by him, just unfortunately right at Grisham. It was slicing kind of away from him, but Trent Grisham didn't have to go very far to go get it. It wasn't a very well hit ball. It was well hit, just wasn't hard hit. Taveras reached on the error, and then Leo Rivas got the base hit. And the first pitch to Mastrobuoni. Sweeper gets in there for a strike. And Sweeper's very dangerous. Mastrobuoni, a big singles guy. Doesn't get too many extra base hits. But the game I intended last Tuesday, he had 2. And the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2, a fastball. Mastrobuoni acquired, I believe, off of waivers from the Chicago Cubs. Also a former Tampa Bay Ray. So this is his 3rd team he's been with. And the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, chopper, swinging bunt. Fielded by Warren, throws on a first in time. Runners do advance to 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs. And here comes Jorge Polanco. So Jorge Polanco with a chance to drive in too. Both relatively fast runners on the bases, so a single can draw 2 in. Polanco struck out swinging his first time up. Homered in game 1, like seeing him get a drive into 1 here. First pitch to Polo. Just low. Sweeper misses down. 1-0. Julio on deck. Should Polanco reach. Third baseline is kind of wide open if he shoots at Oppo in the 1-0. Outside. 2-0. Changeup misses away that time. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 on and 2 outs for Jorge Polanco in a scoreless game. Yankees have had some traffic in their innings, but Luis Castillo has so far been able to get out of it. This is the first real threat the Mariners have posed so far against Will Warren here. The 2-0. Down and away, or down and in, sorry. It's now 3-0 to Polanco. Warren having trouble finding the strike zone to Polanco, or at least Polanco isn't biting on those sharp breaking balls. Three-0 to Polo. Outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, curveball misses well away, and the bases are loaded for Julio Rodriguez. Big spot here for the Mariners. Would love to see Julio drive one. Julio struck out his first time up. Fastball got J-Rod swinging to end the first inning. And Rodriguez has a chance to get Warren with the bases loaded. And Warren steps off. First instant engagement for him, I think. But Julio also stepped out of the box, I think. So maybe batter called timeout. First pitch to Julio. Swinging a ground ball down the right field line. Fair! That's going to score at least 2. It's going to kick off the sidewall. Polanco is shut down at third. It's 2-0 Mariners. Julio robbed one, too. A home run first inning. A 2-run double by Julio Rodriguez. It's 2-0 Mariners here in the third. Where's my score? First pitch fastball on the outer edge, and Julio just ropes it down the third base or first base line. Huh? Ask Brooklyn. Oh, ask Brooklyn, because I got work too. Yeah, but I'm watching this. I thought I'd have enough time to do both. Rodriguez with a 2 RBI double on the right field line. Here comes Cal with a chance for more. First pitch to Cal. Swinging a line drive into center field gap. That is going to hang up, and Grisham makes a diving catch to stop the inning from continuing. Well, the Mariners get 2 runs on 2 hits. Would have been nice to get more. Would have been 2 more on the board for the Mariners. But we will take the 2. We go to the top of the 4th. Mariners take the early lead. Good swing by Cal Raleigh on the first pitch. Here comes Anthony Volpe here in the top of the 4th. Mariners leading 2-0. First pitch misses just inside for ball 1. Volpe 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And the 1-0 to Volpe. Swing and a miss. Slider just down and away. Would have probably clipped the lower outside corner, but you like the swing anyway, because I'm not sure. Knowing this umpire, I don't know if he would have called that or not. Close pitch anyway. Would have just clipped it, but 1 ball and a strike, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. High Heat gets a swing. Quickly 1-2. So 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Yankees here. The 1-2. Ooh, I thought he was going to call that. Slider just misses low and in. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. I thought the umpire heard them make a little noise, got a little premature on the call. And the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball. Ooh, fouls it off the plate. Really awkward swing there on the slider on the outside corner. 55 pitches now for Castillo here to start the top of the 4th. facing Volpe in the 2-2 count. And the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball right field. Leody Taveras has it measured. Plenty of room. Makes the catch. 1 out. And here comes Jason Dominguez. He popped out his first time up back in the 2nd inning to lead off that inning. First pitch to Dominguez. Swinging a pop-up into the left field. Randy Rosarena doesn't have to move very far for it. 1 pitch, another out. Quickly, 2 down for the Yankees here in the top of the 4th. And here comes the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. They're replaying Aaron Boone's ejection from last night after a tough strike 3 call on Jason Dominguez in extra innings, which you feel like was a makeup call because the home plate umpire missed a big strike 3 call. First pitch to LeMahieu misses inside. Oh, 1-1 to LeMahieu. Inside once again, another sinker draws inside, kind of runs in on him. LeMahieu 0 for 1 with a ground out and an error committed, which ended up coming around to score. And the 2-0. Up and in, 3-0. 3 fastballs all running inside. Middle, low, and up on DJ LeMahieu. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning from Castillo, but we'll see how this at-bat goes. And the 3-0. Fastball center cut, that was expected. 3-1 now. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. Mariners lead 2-0. The 3-1 is swung on out the right field line and foul. A little bit late on that fastball. Was able to shoot it foul into the seats. And Castillo's battled back into the count. It's a full count. J.C. Escara on deck. He's 0 for 1 as well. Should LeMahieu reach, he'll be up. Payoff to LeMahieu. Swinging a foul. 96. Relatively center cut, maybe a little elevated. Payoff once again. Just upstairs for ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and the Yankees have a man on base, and DJ LeMahieu. Here comes the catcher for today, J.C. Escara. Left-handed hitter. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Middle away. Fastball. J.C. Escara lined out back in the 2nd inning. Lined out to Julio, if I remember correctly. The 0-1. Slider misses down. Good slider there overall. 1-1 now. Escara doesn't chase. He knows he has 3 strikes, doesn't have to swing at everything. And the 1-1. Upper outside corner called a strike. Pitcher's pitch right there. Escara doesn't like it very much, but it was very much a strike. Good pitch by Castillo there. It's 1-2. Right hole hitter at the dish right now in a 1-2 count. Here comes. Downstairs, another slider. Count now evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castillo reaching 70 pitches now. This will be pitch number 69 incoming. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball in the left field line foul. 95 up and away from him. Well, on the upper outside corner, I should say. Because up and away implies it's a ball. It was not a ball. It was a strike. But he was able to fight it off. Mayhew at first with 2 outs. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Same pitch, same velo, same result. 96 up on upper outside corner. The 2-2 once again. Down the inside, a full count. Changeup misses that time. Castillo having trouble getting that third and final out after 2 quick outs. And Vivas on deck. He singled after the first pitch he saw. Payoff to Escara. Swinging a ground ball. Runner goes. Out to Williamson. Throws on a first base in time to end the inning. Or to retire the side, I should say. Castillo gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Mariners lead 2-0. Sorry about that. My dad was talking to me. So you're on the bottom of the 4th inning. Randy Rosarena leading off for the Mariners. Mariners leading 2-0 on 2 hits and a Julio Rodriguez 2 RBI double. Back in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to Randy. Swung on and fouled away. 91 mile per hour sinker. The 0-1 to Randy. Another foul ball. Sweeper that time at the knees. The 0-2 to Randy. Sweeper down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And the 1-2. Check swing. Check down to first base. Didn't go. It's 2-2. Fastball. Upstairs. The 2-2. Down and away. Another sweeper to lay off of. Righty Telez on deck. Should have Rosarena reach, or he's coming up no matter what. Payoff pitch. It hits him. Would have been ball four anyway. And Randy is going to start a new on-base streak. 3-2 backdoor sweeper. Ends up clipping Randy. And here comes Rowdy Telez. With one on and nobody out. Warren was doing pretty good. Struggling so far. First pitch to Rowdy is on the outside corner. Change up for a strike. Rowdy Telez struck out his first time up to end the second inning. And the 0-1. Misses low and away. Another changeup. Tried to get the corner. But he missed. Count now evens at a ball and a strike. One to Rowdy. Outside. Fastball runs away from him. Rowdy is now ahead. Until has one for his last 13, but that one was a solo home run in Game 2 of the Toronto series. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. A big rip of that curveball. That missed just down and away. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to Rowdy. Outside, curveball again, but not good enough for Rowdy to swing at. Count now runs full. Like to see Rowdy Telez work a walk here, get something, get on base just in general, which would put Randy in scoring position with Leody Taveras on deck. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. It was ball 4, but at least he was able to get a piece of it and stay alive. Changeup missed low, but fouled away. Count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch to Rowdy. Strike 3 called at the knees. Just a touch low, but he gets the call. Or Warren gets the call, I should say, and Rowdy is caught looking. This umpire has been at a very strange strike zone so far. Definitely not consistent. Well, I would say consistent, just not ideal. Here comes Leody Taveras. Reached on an error his first time up, so technically he's 0 for 1. First pitch to him is down and in. My apologies. So 1-0 now. But Taveras did come around to score. He ended up getting to third base and then scored by Julio on his 2 RBI double. The 1-0 shows bunt, doesn't lay it down, but takes a strike anyway in the knees. Taveras, our everyday right fielder now after, in the stead of Victor Robles. Or at least a guy in a consistent spot. We've had guys all over there in right field. The 1-1. Breaking ball works over the middle of the plate at the knees. 1-2. That sweeper is pretty dangerous when he lands it properly. Warren at over 70 pitches now in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. Randy Rosarena on first base after he got hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count in the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Mariners hitter. 8th strikeouts for Warren, and it's only the 4th inning. 2 down. Here comes Ben Williamson. He got caught looking his first time on a low strike 3 call. First pitch is in there. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Late on the sinker. Just below the knees. 0-2. The 0-2 to Williamson. Outside. Runner goes. Pitches outside. Throws second. Gets away. And Randy is safe at second base. So a stolen bag for Randy Arozarena. And now Ben Williamson can likely score him with a single. One two to Williamson. Bounces away from the catcher, but Randy doesn't advance. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman, Ben Williamson. And 2-2. Swinging a foul straight back. 92 mile per hour fastball into the seats. Williamson stays alive. Would like to see Warren get to 80 pitches in this inning. He's at 77 right now. If Williamson can find a way to reach base or just keep this at-bat going for as long as possible, that would be ideal. In my eyes, at least. Just like how we did Max Fried last night. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. Stays alive. Count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mariners trying to add on to their 2-0 lead here with a chance. And Leo Rivas waiting on deck. Should Williamson reach. And then it'll be back to the top of the order. 9-1-2 for the Yankees coming up next after this inning. The 2-2. Swinging a pop-up into right field. Long run for Bellinger, but he has plenty of time. Makes the catch. And that's going to retire the inning. Randy Arozarena is left on at second base. We go to the top of the 5th. Mariners still lead. It's 2-0. Do some scoreboard watching around the league. Let's see what's going on with all the games that are going on. I don't think there's many going on right now, but the Orioles are winning. Up 6-5 in their second game of the doubleheader against the Twins. Twins riding a 7-game winning streak, I believe, right now. Maybe more. Let me see. Maybe it's a 9-game winning streak. Who are the Twins? Yeah, they've won their last 9 games, looking for win number 10, but they're down by a run. The Minnesota Twins. In a very stacked American League Central. Dang, the Nationals have lost their last 7. D-backs are up on the Giants 8-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. D-backs have scored in every single inning except for the top of the 5th up to this point, being their most recent inning. Cardinals had their 9-game winning streak snapped. Been a 2-1 loss to the Phillies earlier this morning. In game 1 of the doubleheader, Brewers beat the Guardians 9-5 in Cleveland. And then, like I said earlier, Twins won 6-3 in game 1 of a doubleheader over the Orioles. So we're on the top of the 5th inning. Got to reach that halfway point in the ball game now. Here comes Vivas. 1 for 1 so far. Joby Vivas. Next pitch is lined, dropped by Rowdy to Les. That was weird. So let me sort that out. There is an out. It is an out. First pitch was lined to Les. He was able to knock it down. It skipped over to Mastroboni. Threw over to the Castillo, the pitcher, who covered first base just in time for out number 1. That was a mouthful, but that's just what happened. Right, Les wasn't able to hold on to it. But Mastroboni stayed with it the whole way, and Castillo was able to cover in time. So good play by the Mariners defense, able to stay with it the whole way. Castillo recognized it immediately, started running. And here comes the lineup card, turns over as Grisham's first pitch is shot down the line, foul. Ballboy makes a nice backhanded play. Gives it to a young fan in the seats. Oh, wait. So Grisham 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout, and then Ben Rice on deck. Aaron Judge would come up should anybody reach. The 0-1 to Grisham. Just inside. Fastball misses in, 0-1. The 1-1. In there for a strike, upper outside corner. 1-2 now. One, 2. Just upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Would have liked to get the call there, but it was a true ball. Count now evens at 2-2. Grisham flyout got robbed. The 2-2 is down and in. Back foot slider that time. Count now draws full. Ben Rice on deck. The 3-2. Inside ball 4, an easy take for Grisham. And he reaches base. That took a while for him to really realize it. That was a little strange, but it's a walk nonetheless. And here comes Ben Rice. You would love a little something here, maybe a little ground ball. Leave Aaron Judge stranded. Not stranded, but left for the next inning. First pitch to Rice. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, right to Rivas. Throws on to first in time. Double play. Right on cue. Wow, as it was written. Yankees are turned away quickly to go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0. Right on cue. So Aaron Judge will be the leadoff man in the top of the 6th inning. So here comes Leo Rivas, 9-1-2 for the Mariners. First pitch to Rivas. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Came around to score on Julio's 2 RBI double. Rivas getting the start today over J.P. Crawford, who was a late scratch. So far, he's done his job in the 9-hole. And the 1-0 to Rivas. At the knees for a strike, breaking ball. Sweeper just drops in there. And the 1-1. Swinging a foul, 93 on the outer half. Rivas now behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 to Rivas. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball locked him up. A changeup on the inside corner. 1 out. Another strikeout. 9th strikeout. Not a lot of outs are being put in play by the Mariners, but that means when they put the ball in play, it's finding some grass. So here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. 0 for 2 on the day so far with a swinging bunt pretty much and a line out. First pitch is lined up the middle, but right to Anthony Volpe. 2 down. Soft liner right into Anthony Volpe's glove. Mastrobuoni's 0 for 3, and here comes Polanco with the bases empty and 2 outs. This is very likely to be Will Warren's last inning. 84 pitches so far. We'll see how the rest of the inning goes, even though it is quickly 2 outs. Still got to get that 3rd out if you want to stay in the game if you're Warren. First pitch to Polo is down and away. He walked on 4 pitches his last time up. Least taxing inning so far by a wide margin, and the 1-0 pitch is swung on, grounded through the left side for a base hit. Polanco shoots one into left field. Mariners got a 2-out base runner, and here comes Julio. Shoots it the other way, where it's a wide hole up there. Yankees defense playing more up the middle, so the third baseman's basically playing in the shortstop position. And it sneaks right between them. Julio comes up now, 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double. Left-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees now. Tyler Matzik, the left-handed pitcher, as the infield comes in for a mound visit along with the pitching coach. After this series, the Mariners go on to San Diego to play a very, very red-hot Padres team for 3. Mariners and Padres have a pretty good rivalry overall. Mostly friendly. It's always fun to play down in San Diego Petco Park. Beautiful ballpark. Would love to go there one day. Cal Raleigh on deck should Rodriguez reach. Julio homered in game 1 of this series and took away a home run today from Trent Grisham for the first out of the ball game. First pitch to Julio. Sweeper misses down and away, 1-0. This at-bat goes for long enough, or at least Julio reaches. Warren could hit 90 pitches, which would seriously ruin his chances of coming out for the 6th. The 1-0. Down and away. Another sweeper. Julio lays off of it, recognizes it easily out of the hand. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Like to add on to the lead. 2-0 is always nice, but you'd always want more. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Another sweeper that time. Looked a little bit better that time, but was a ball. So 2-1 now to Julio. Next pitch will be number 90 for Will Warren. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Sinker runs inside and low on Julio as my stream freezes. Great time. Cal Raleigh on deck now. Or has been. He's 0 for 2 so far. 3-1 to Julio. In there for a strike. Sinker catches the inside part of the plate. Strike 2, so the count is now full. Like for Julio to reach base here. As Julio calls for time. Payoff to Julio. Runner goes, and it's a high fly ball. Deep left field. Left fielder going back to the track, and he just makes the catch. Just in front of the wall. And Will Warren gets out of it. Oh, Julio just missed it. I think the wind kind of knocked it down from the stadium. That was close. We go to the top of the 5th. Mariners still lead 2-0. Oh, you really wish you could have had that. It was a breaking ball over the middle, and he just missed it. You would have hoped that maybe Jason Dominguez in left field would have had a bad read on it the way he was moving. But it just died out there on him. That sucks. Whoa, Ben Joyce just is going to have season-ending surgery. That's no good. Here comes a big inning here for the Mariners. Got to face Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and someone else. I forget. Volpe. Judge, Bellinger, and Volpe. 3, 4, and 5 for the Yankees. First pitch to Judge is just low. And the 1-0 to Judge. In there at the knees for a strike. Slider. Count now even. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider fooled him inside. 1-2 now. Judge just has to smile about that one. He knew he kind of got fooled on that one. Castillo at 83 pitches so far here in the 6th. Judge calls for time, but steps back in. He's got the pink elbow guard. He's got pink gloves and pink shoes on. A lot of pink today. Some of the players today. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the slider. Downstairs. 6 strikeout for Castillo. And Judge is down swinging for the second time today. Here comes Cody Bellinger. With 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, swinging a high fly ball to right field, but it is more high than far. Taveras is under it, makes the catch, 2 down. Quickly 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And here comes Anthony Volpe. He's 0 for 2 today so far. Volpe 0-2 with a strikeout and a flyout today so far. First pitch to Volpe. Just inside. Sinker runs in. One to Volpe. Outside 2-0. Carlos Vargas warming up in the bullpen. Depending on how this inning goes, Castillo could go 7, maybe 7 and a couple of thirds. The 2-0 is swung on and missed for strike 1. A sinker was in the strike zone. Volpe couldn't quite get a piece of it. Or maybe it did. Either way, strike 1. 2-1 to Volpe. Outside 3-1. So, 2 outs. Always have Castillo ready to get a base runner on almost. Should he reach, it'll be Jason Dominguez up. The 3-1. Outside, called a strike. Just clipped the corner. Volpe doesn't like it. Just clips the outside corner. Now the count runs full with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th as Volpe calls time. Payoff to Volpe. Swinging a line drive into right field. High, deep drive. Taveras goes back, and it's off the base of the wall. Taveras brings it in, and it's going to be a 2-out double for Anthony Volpe here in the top of the 6th. An elevated fastball shoots it the other way. Thankfully, he was able to keep it in the yard. Hit about halfway up the right field wall in front of Taveras, able to field it back in cleanly, but Volpe with good speed gets into second easily, and here comes the switch hitter Jason Dominguez as Pete Woodworth comes out for a mound visit. Castillo at 91 pitches. This is in all likelihood his last inning. And here comes the switch hitting left fielder Jason Dominguez with a chance with a man in scoring position. Popped out and flew out his first 2 times up, 0 for 2 in the day so far. But he has an opportunity here. First pitch to the left fielder Dominguez. Swinging a line drive down the right field line for a base hit. That's going to score a run and go all the way to the wall. Jason Dominguez is going to have another double, or just a double. Volpe scores from second. 2 straight doubles give the Yankees on the board. 2-1 Mariners. Here comes DJ LeMahieu. First pitch slider kind of just hung up there, and Dominguez was able to shoot it down the right field line. It was an easy double. And 2-out run production by a Mariners opponent. And now LeMahieu with a chance to tie. DJ LeMahieu at the plate now. 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to LeMahieu. Swinging a ground ball right to Tellez. Tellez fields it himself. Steps on first in time and limit the damage. Yankees get 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 2-1 Mariners. Excuse me. So Yankees cut the Mariners' lead in half. Castillo escapes it with minimal damage, but some missed opportunities the Mariners had. The wish could have gotten maybe Julio's home run that he just missed, and Cal Raleigh's line drive that was caught by the center fielder Grisham, which would have scored 2 easily. Just gotta hope the boys can hang on. Gotta get some work here done in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Cal Raleigh in the bottom of the 6th. Tyler Matzik. Those first pitch for a strike has looked like a couple of balls off the plate, but called a strike, and Cal Raleigh has a couple of words for the home plate umpire. Cal Raleigh over 2 so far. Batting from his right side. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on foul. It's 0-2. Four-seam fastball on the outer edge. Cal Raleigh struck out and lined out. That line out, had it had dropped, would have been a 2 RBI single, which would have been a much more comfortable lead for the Mariners, considering now it's only 2-1, which is the final score in yesterday's game. We still got a lot of ball left to play here. The 0-2. Swinging a line drive into left field. Left fielder coming on. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Cal Raleigh sticks it first. And it's a leadoff single for Cal Raleigh. I was going to wait to see if he wanted to go into second base. He does not. Cal Raleigh gets the inning started. And here comes Randy Arozarena. Strong throw by Dominguez to hold Cal at first. Randy 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Randy. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Bellinger has a beat on it, makes the catch. 1 down. And here comes Rowdy Tellez. Unless a pinch hitter comes on in Solano. It'll be Tellez. I think. Pretty sure. So lefty-lefty. Oh, no, pinch hitter. Dylan Moore is coming in for the Mariners, replacing Rowdy Tellez. Face a left-handed pitcher. Utility Gold Glove winner. And was at one point this year an American League Player of the Week. 7 home runs in the year so far for Demo. Play a little bit of everywhere. Unfortunately, cost the Mariners last night with the game-tying error. Thankfully, for his sake, the Mariners ended up winning the ball game in 11 innings. Check over to Cal Raleigh at first. Gets back there safely. First disengagement in this at-bat. Cal Raleigh on first with 1 out. First pitch to Demo is down and inside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Cal Raleigh takes off, and there's no chance. Cal Raleigh stole second. The pitch was inside. It's ball 2. Cal Raleigh's 5th stolen base of the year. He's in scoring position. big man steals a bag, and now he's in scoring position. The 2-0 to Demo is downstairs 3-0. Slider misses down and in. 3-0 count to Dylan Moore. Leody Taveras, the switch hitter, on deck. Double play is out of the question, at least the routine ground ball double play. The 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. Dylan Moore works a 1-out walk. The Mariners got 2 men on for Leody Taveras with a chance. Here comes the pitching coach for a mound visit. Talk to Matzik. Leody Taveras reached on an error. His first time up came around to score, which gave the Mariners the early 2-0 lead, and Leody Taveras with a chance to add on. Batting from his right side now. First pitch to Taveras. Swinging a foul. 93 down and inside. On the corner. It was on the lower inside corner. Able to foul it away. Like to see the Mariners get another run here. The 0-1. Outside. Fastball misses the corner. Count evens up. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Slider down and in. Leody unable to hold up his swing. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, that was really close. I feel like it could have gone called either way as Taveras calls time. That looked like he could have held up. The 1-2 to Taveras. Checks his swing. Another slider down and in. Able to hold up. 2-2 now. Yeah, that one, very not much strike. Didn't even check down. Didn't have to. The 2-2 to Taveras. Outside, full count. Fastball misses up and away. Ben Williamson on deck for the Mariners, third baseman. Payoff to Taveras. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Up and away. Fastball in the upper outside corner gets Taveras swinging. 2 down. And Aaron Boone is going to be going to the mound, and he's going to be pulling Matzik. Going to the bullpen. 2-1 and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Mariners with a 2-1 lead. Ben Williamson due up as Ian Hamilton will be coming out for the Yankees. Would like for it to be the bases loaded, but can't get it all. So here comes Ian Hamilton to pitch out for the Yankees. 5.11 ERA and 12 and a third innings pitched. 10 walks, 17 Ks, a 103 opponent average, 34.7% strikeout percentage. Very impressive strikeout rate for Ben Williamson. He's over 2. He struck out. I struck out twice. First pitch to Williamson. Swinging a foul off his leg. 0-1. Strikeout and a flyout from Williamson. That's right. He flew out to Cody Bellinger his last time up. Now behind 0-1. 2 men on. Cal Raleigh at second. Dylan Moore at first. The 0-2. Swinging a fly ball to right center field. Bellinger has a beat on Grisham. They collide, but Bellinger makes the catch. And that's going to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Mariners trying to hang on. It's still 2-1. Mariners looking to hang on against this very good Yankees ball club. So here's Gabe Spire facing Paul Goldschmidt. Had the day off initially, but pinch hitting now. First pitch to Goldie is smacked out to left field, and he just tied this ball game. First pitch from Gabe Spire is a home run from Paul Goldschmidt, and we got a brand new game. Initially had the day off, and he goes yard. And just like that. That's great. Here comes Orbit Vivas. First pitch to him is inside. Pablo Reyes. Another pinch hitter, righty. Facing Gabe Spire now. The 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. Two to Vivas is in there for a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike now. A lot of moments the Mariners had that they could have scored runs, now looking a lot more detrimental now. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Trent Grisham on deck for the Yankees. 2-2 to Vivas. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Gabe gets his first strikeout after giving up the home run. 1 down. Yeah, first pitch fastball. Pretty much down the middle, the ball Paul Goldschmidt, and he didn't miss it. He didn't miss it. Was able to just keep it fair. First pitch to Grisham is in there. Lefty on lefty. Grisham 0 for 3 so far today. Or 0 for 2, sorry. He walked his last time up. And the 0-1. Strike 2. Goldschmidt's second career pinch hit home run last came almost 14 years ago in 2011 with the D-backs. August of 2011. Grisham now behind 0-2 to Gabe Spire, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. A slider gets him early. 2 down. Here comes Ben Rice. 1 for 3 so far. First pitch to him. Swung on and grounded right to Dylan Moore at first. Stepped on the bag at first in time. Damage done. But we go to the bottom of the 7th. We got a tie ball game. 9-1-2 coming up for the Mariners as we go to the 7th inning stretch. Now we're all tied up at 2 runs apiece here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 9-1-2 for the Mariners, so Leo Rivas, Miles Mastrobuoni, and Jorge Polanco due up. Yankees tied it up on a pinch hit home run on the first pitch from Gabe Spire. Here comes Leo Rivas, switch hitting shortstop for today. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch to Rivas, swung on ground ball foul down the first base line. Aaron Judge will lead off in the top of the 8th. which is a scary sight to behold. And the 0-1 is outside. At least something scary to think about. Aaron Judge 1 for 3 so far with a single and 2 strikeouts, but we'll get there when we get there. Austin Wells now catching behind the plate for the Yankees. The 1-1 from Hamilton in their first strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Rivas. Goldschmidt now at first base. His regular position. Normally had the day off, but came in as a pinch hitter. Had a good time to do so. And the 1-2 is check swing foul. Leo stays alive. Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Right-handed pitcher, number 63. And Oswald Peraza is now at third base. Carlos Vargas standing in the Mariners bullpen. He'll probably come out in the top of the 8th. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. Foul. One, 2 to Rivas. Swing and a miss. Slider gets him swinging. 1 out. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. So 3 straight left-handed hitters coming up for Hamilton. 2 switch hitters and a lefty. Like a true lefty. Here's Miles Mastrobuoni. He's 0 for 3 so far today. Leadoff man for the Mariners after JP was scratched off the lineup. First pitch to Mastrobuoni. Shows bunt. Takes it for a strike. Oh, 1 to Mastrobuoni. High heat, swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Swinging a foul. 95 up and away. Is able to get a piece of it. Shoot it foul. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Mariners trying to win the series today. Win the game, you win the series. And the 0-2. Down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One to Mastrobuoni. Swinging a foul. Stays alive. And the 1-2 to Mastrobuoni. Swinging a foul back. Stays alive. Mastrobuoni battling here. A lengthy at bat so far. 1 out here. Nobody on. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider on the lower inside corner. Gets Mastrobuoni to wave at it and miss. 2 straight strikeouts for the Mariners. And here comes Jorge Polanco. Just skipped ahead, and Polanco's already in a 0-1 count. It was a little strange. So a strike to Jorge Polanco. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And the 0-1 to Polanco. Swinging a fly ball center field. Grisham going back to the track, and he just makes the catch on the warning track for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th, and here comes Aaron Judge. So you're on the top of the 8th inning. Mariners and Yankees knotted up at 2 after a game-tying solo pinch hit home run from Paul Goldschmidt in the first pitch of the top of the 7th inning. And the Yankees are looking to take the lead. Yeah, Mariners had a 2-0 lead too, Sam, but weren't able to hold on so far. And here's Carlos Vargas to face Aaron Judge, 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and the first pitch to Judge in their first strike. So Judge, Bellinger, and Volpe here in the top of the 8th, at the very least. The 0-1 to Judge is downstairs, a cutter. Misses low, 1-1. Biggest at-bat of the game so far for the Mariners. And the 1-1. Swing, and it's cranked out to left field, and it is gone. Because of course it is. That was expected. Aaron Judge gives the Yankees the lead in the 8th. If I said I was surprised, I wouldn't be. I'd be lying to you. Aaron Judge hits one 444 feet. 118 off the 117 off the bat. Yankees have the lead. That was expected. Hanging slider, and that was nuked. Yankees have scored 3 runs in the past 3 innings. And it hung, and here's Cody Bellinger. First pitch is in there for a strike. Mariners now have some serious work to do. And the 0-1 outside. And the 1-1 to Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Sinker runs away from Bellinger. It's 1-2 now. Mariners are now in serious danger of losing their second straight series. The 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Bellinger is down swinging. Battle lefties last night. Farmer Bells get the Royals hell. Chris Bubic still pitched really good though. Yeah, even though you guys lost. Yeah, he did good. I didn't watch the game, but any game that goes to 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth is seriously a pitcher's duel. That was Aaron Judge's 15th home run of the season as Volpe takes the first pitch strike, just a touch inside, but Vargas gets the call. Young to Volpe. Swinging a pop-up. Cal off with a mask, and Dylan Moore goes after it in foul territory, but it goes into the seats, so 0-2. They're going to play that on repeat. You knew Aaron Judge was going to get a big fly here eventually. His 11th home run at T-Mobile Park in his career, which is up there for one of the most. 15 on the year so far. And the 0-2 to Volpe. Upstairs. One, two is in there for strike three. Takes it right down the middle. Here comes Jason Dominguez. Had an RBI double back in the sixth. Takes a pitch down and away. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. Two 0 is in there for a strike. Two outs, nobody on. Yankees lead 3-2. Mariners down to their final 6 outs as it stands right now. The 2-1. Ground ball foul. Count evens up 2-2. Two. Down and in. The 3-2. Ground ball right back to Vargas. Fields it cleanly, throws on the first in time. Damage done. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees lead 3-2. Also had a good game, too, before losing by 1 run. Oh, yeah, no. Javi Baez went stupid. Yeah, that game was nuts. Here comes Julio. First pitch to Julio. Checks his swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. The 1-0 to Julio. Swing and a miss. A splitter in the dirt. Gets Julio chasing. Julio, the only 2 RBI in the game so far. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Splitter is really slow on him. Julio just missed a home run earlier, a 2-run shot that didn't unfortunately get out. The 1-2 is outside. Splitter away. Two to Julio. Swinging a pop-up in foul territory, but it goes into the seats. Julio bringing home all the runs the Mariners have so far on a 2 RBI double back in the third, which gave the Mariners an early 2-0 lead, which is now gone. Yankees now lead 3-2. 2-2 to Julio. Just low. Good take by Julio. Now full count. Fastball just misses. It's been called strike 3 before today. Not that time. Full count now. Fernando Cruz on the mound for the Yankees. I should have mentioned that. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Peraza fields it clean. He throws on to first in time. 1 down. Here comes Cal Raleigh. 1 for 3 with a single. You would like for Julio to reach there. Cal batting from his left side. Chance to tie this game up. Single with a stolen base. Stranded at second. Back in the 6th. First pitch to Cal. In their first strike, 80-mile-per-hour splitter, which almost looks like a curveball / changeup, just with like no arc to it. Just dies on you. So then it would be a splitter, which it is a splitter. Randy Rosarena on deck in the 0-1. Another splitter in there for a strike. Strike 2. Outside edge. Mariners need some magic here. The 0-2. Downstairs, try to get him with a splitter low. Cal doesn't go after it. The 1-2 to Cal. Check swing, didn't go. 4 straight splitters to Cal Raleigh. 2 landed in there for strikes. The next 2 in the dirt, taken for balls. Colin Snyder warming up, and so is Andres Munoz for the time being. Will not be a safe situation in the top of the ninth. Two to Cal. Swing a drive deep right field, and it's going to drop at the base of the wall and hop over. Bellinger fields it cleanly. Cal Raleigh is going to stay put at first base with the longest single I have ever seen. Cal Raleigh gets his second single today, and Randy Arozarena has an opportunity. A little bit of a liner there, and Cody Bellinger was able to play it near perfectly. If you got a little bit of air under it, that would have left the ballpark. Here comes Randy Arozarena, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Go ahead, run at the plate. First pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Randy also has stolen a base today. His on-base streak was snapped yesterday. He started a new one today by getting on. Man on with one out. The 0-1 is swing and a miss. A splitter. Gets a wild swing out of Randy. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2 to Randy. Able to hold up. Splitter in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Bounce in the dirt once again. The highlights of this morning, I'd say Gabe Spire is one of, if not our best reliever. Yeah, but he gave up the tying solo home run to Paul Goldschmidt. Definitely but then he went 1-2-3 after that really, really quickly. 2-2 to Randy. He represents the go-ahead run. Inside, it hit him. Randy gets hit for a second time today. And here comes Dylan Moore. Tying run is now in scoring position. Dylan Moore worked a 4-pitch walk his first time up. Hits him just above the left elbow guard, and Wells wasn't too pleased with it, the catcher. Randy gets on board. I wouldn't say the easy way. There's going to be a mound visit. Pitching coach comes out, talks to Fernando Cruz. Dylan Moore came in as a pinch hitter for Rowdy Tellez. He's playing first base right now. He walked back in the 6th. Cal Raleigh at second, Randy Arozarena at first. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Not the plate. On base at first. Gold Glove utility man at the plate. 7 home runs of the year for him so far. What a Gold Glove. This past offseason, now's a chance with his bat to give the Mariners, or at least the tie. First pitch to Demo. Swinging a ground ball right to shortstop. Volpe second for 1 to first. In time, double play. Dylan Moore grounds to double play on the first pitch that he sees. We go to the top of 9th. Yankees lead. Disappointing game so far. Really wish you would have had it, but here comes EJ LeMahieu. First pitch to him is fouled away. 0-1. Colin Snyder on the mound for the Mariners. Sorry, I did well today. Yesterday, sorry. How's it going, Will? It's good to see you, man. The 0-1 pitch swing and a miss. First strike, too. But Spire, unfortunately, gave up the tying home run. And Aaron Judge, the following inning, smoked one 444 feet off of a hanging slider from Carlos Vargas. And the 0-2 to LeMahieu. Swinging a foul. The 0-2. Swinging a line drive up the middle for a base hit. His first hit in a very, very long time. First of the season. And a leadoff single in the ninth. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt. Tied the game up with a home run. First pitch in there for a strike. Maybe a touch inside, but Snyder gets the call. Mariners win would help. Oh, yes, it would, but not looking great. The 0-1 to Goldschmidt. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Teody Taveras has a beat on it, and he makes the catch in fair ground. LeMahieu stays at first base, one away. Here's Austin Wells, first time batting today. Had the day off, but came in as a pinch hitter. A big swing and a miss. Had a sweeper over the middle of the plate, 0-1. And the 0-1 just outside. Luke Weaver warming up in the Yankees pen. 1-1 to Wells, down and in. Wells now ahead 2 balls and a strike on Colin Snyder. Two one. It's fouled away. The 2-2. Swinging a foul. And Wells calls for time. While Snyder was in his set. If Yankees win this game, it'll be 14-2 in series records since 2010 as Wells strikes out swinging. Mariners had a lot of trouble against these Yankees here in Seattle. Historically. Yankees will play here once every year, given the recent schedule changes where everyone plays everybody. All the AL teams play each other twice at home and away, and all the AL teams play every NL team once, and they alternate home and away. And here's Trent Grisham, first pitch. Just a bit high. 1 on and 2 outs. Grisham Hitlers had a home run robbed in the first inning for the first out of the ball game. 1-0 to Grisham. In there for a strike on the outside corner. A sweeper catches it. The 1-1. Swung on fouled. Mariners looking to go into the bottom of the 9th inning, only down a run. The 1-2. Able to hold up. Ball skips away from Cal, but stays in front of him. The 2-2. Check swing doesn't go. So full count now to Trent Grisham. He walked once today already. He's over 3 though. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike 3. Well, Mariners need 1 run to tie. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Series on the line. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Mariners. Which one? That just now? Yeah, Cal, he's walked off before even the guy even said strike. Oh yeah, no, he knew, but Aaron Judge, dude. It was inevitable. I'm still streaming, you know. You can walk in, I don't care. You just want to be on camera or not? Yeah, let's not be doing that. No. No. I wouldn't recommend it. You can go pet the cat. He's been there all day. Yeah, another blown Mariners lead. We had a chance for more, so many more runs earlier, but couldn't cash in. Cal got robbed of a 2 RBI single. Yeah, that sucked. No, not that one. Here we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Mariners are down to their final 3 outs. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Mariners. So Taveras, Williamson, and Rivas going up against Luke Weaver. Only 1 run allowed this season. He's 3 for 4 in save opportunities with a .47 ERA. 19 innings pitched, 6 walks, 19 Ks. Former Mariner as well for a very brief moment. Here's the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras. 0 for 3 of the day so far. Reach on an error, came around to score on Julio's RBI double. You would love to get something going here, well, because you kind of have to. First pitch to Taveras is outside, but called a strike. Weaver gets the call there. Taveras batting .216 with a solo home run, or a single home run. Not a solo home run, I'm not sure if it was or not. On the year, and that was with the Rangers before he got let go. In the 0-1, swing and a miss, changeup down and away, quickly 0-2. And Taveras calls for time. The 0-2 to Taveras. Swinging a foul, 97 upstairs. Able to get a piece of it, stay alive. No balls and 2 strikes to Leody Taveras. The 0-2. Downstairs. Changeup misses low. 1-2 now. One, two. Strike 3 called. Locked him up with a fastball on the lower outside corner. Oopsies, wrong one. 1 down. Just kind of stared at it. Here comes Ben Williamson. Williamson also 0 for 3 today so far. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch to Williamson, swinging a foul straight back. Mariners trying to get something going here to make it give the Mariners a shot here in the bottom of the ninth inning against the Yankees. Rubber match of this series in a 3-game set. After this, the Mariners going to San Diego to play the Padres for 3. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. And Williamson's quickly behind 0-2. Leo Rivas on deck. Then lineup card will turn over to Miles Mastrobuoni. The 0-2. Down and in. Changeup misses that time. Williamson stays alive for another pitch. Mariners are going to early 2-0 lead. Then 3 runs came in 1-run intervals in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Gave the Yankees the lead. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball. Strikes out Williamson. 2 down. Mariners are now down to their final out of the series. And here comes a pinch hitter, Mitch Garver, batting for Leo Rivas. Mitch Garver has 1 home run the year so far. Came off a position player, pitching in a blowout against the Marlins, but he still has that power to him if he can drive one. But it has been a rarity this year so far. Had a hit last night. First pitch to Garver. Inside for ball 1. And the 1-0 to Garver. Swing and a miss. Changeup gets him swinging. 1-1 now. And the 1-1 to Garver. Swinging a pop-up foul. Mariners are now down to their final strike. Garver batting .206 on the year so far. 1 home run, 6 RBI. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. Change up on the lower inside corner. Garver stays alive. The 1-2 to Garver. Swinging another foul. Straight back into the broadcast booth. It's 1-2. Two outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Nobody on. Mariners down a run. Mitch Garver at the plate. The 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Garver strikes out. And that is the ball game. Yankees take the series. And the Mariners lose their second straight series and have lost 4 of their last 5 ball games. Mariners now got to go to San Diego to face a red-hot Padres team and try to right this ship. Mariners will still be in first place as far as I know in the American League West, no matter what happens today. The Mariners fall to 23-19. Well, that sucks. Anyway, I got to get going to work here pretty soon, so I'm going to start getting ready and all that lovely stuff. So, yeah, that sucks. I'll probably be back here on Friday for the first game of 3 against the Padres. And yeah, appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate you guys coming out nonetheless. I know it's kind of difficult for people to come out because, it's Wednesday afternoon. People are working and whatnot, but it still means a lot nonetheless. Appreciate you guys coming out. Like I said, I'll be back here on Friday. Sucks we couldn't get a win tonight. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Cut things a little bit short here. I'll see y'all actually, no, I don't know if I can do Friday. I think I'm working Friday. I think I am working Friday. So maybe Sunday then. So yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. If you'll know when I'm streaming when you see it. So yeah, make sure you have those notifications on. And